Hello. And we're live. Hello, hi, welcome back. Today, we're gonna be playing some of the Outer Worlds too. We're having a good time. Now, let's continue where we left off. So I think we might be in good enough standing in Auntie's Choice. We just need to go finish a mission first. We must finish a particular mission. Create craft for truth. Okay, so we can do the companion quests, or we can finish up these faction quests. I need to be able to talk to Aunt. So I think it's this. Yes. Back to the incognito. Let me. Beacons, basically a Borderlands. Okay. Auto hacker down. Some ranger. Between the eyes. While in combat, not attacking in 33% damage every 2 seconds and attack. Reload or swap weapon. Scrutiner's eyepiece. I keep cycling up for some reason when I've been cycling down this whole. Been wanting that. I've been wanting that. A robot face. Kinda like. Oh, nice. It's basically the same thing, just gold. That's cool. Ain't no one. I mean it. Patched up. Nice. We'll see what kind of mods we can add. Sneak attacks with this weapon harmlessly shock the target, automatically paralyzed. Feel free to believe anyone knocked out by this weapon is just unconscious. Speech attack deep. Does not. Probably run around with. A mouse. Sell this. Sniper rifle silencer. Okay. All right. Right. We're all set. We're all set to make everyone work together. To Praetor. I think there's a lot we need to do on Praetor right now as well, so there should be a good couple of Nation Praetor. There we go. Yeah, see. Shit, we're got to. We need to go to Central Control. We still need to go meet Zeklon outside the Tomb of the Matriarch. So yeah, we got a few things to do on Praetor. It should take... off. I did it again. I keep messing it up. I keep forgetting to select the correct people.
Have an update about that personal matter. You know, the one that might, back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity.
Okay.
I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later.
Okay. We'll talk more later.
May all...
I have stuff I've been putting off on Praetor, Marisol. Really have not anything on Praetor. Let's go break the strike. Hey.
Commander, steel yourself.
Okay, note to self. I just yell at it. Save those. There we go. Always got your back, Niles. Problem is, I don't have backwood. When you go down, because I can't get you back up. It's unfortunate, but I kind of have a trait that says I'm out to get you guys back up. So, sorry about that. Crash ship over there. Oh.
Quite the feat of engineering to keep a there.
Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access.
Hello.
Of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure.
I wouldn't worry about the odds. We tend to defy them at every turn. Landing pad is literally right there. Getting here was really...
Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you, which means you might be just the help Exemplar Simon's been waiting for.
Always happy to help the Order. Try to find the Exemplar. Aye, how deliberately vague. Are you at least going to tell me what this place is?
The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But, suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But you might be the universal variable we've been waiting for.
I'll consider it. What should I do if I decide to help?
He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you.
Okay. Should we go? Thank you.
Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
I'm sure I'll need to leave the station here soon.
I shall not stay your execution.
Damn it. Oh god. Fell to your death. Yep. 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 A rejuvenation pack isn't really gonna help with that now, is it? Oh, wait, power down the gate, dude.
Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
recalibrate the lightning towers? I recalibrate the lightning rod? Or did I just learn how to do that? Interesting. I really didn't.
I am at my wit's end with that damn protectorate safe. If you can open it, whatever's inside is yours. I'll wash my hands of it.
First, my lockpick isn't high enough. Why would it be? Hello.
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please consider me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service?
Profound, what exactly is it?
That is not a simple question, though I might try to explain it like this. There is an equation for calculating gravity, yes? And the speed of light? And skip drive coordinates? The universal equation uses the purity of mathematics to solve the entire universe. For example, by deciphering the storms of Praetor, we learn invaluable aspects of other phenomena.
Is that right? But I'm no mathematician, so why do you need my help?
Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Anti or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Axons shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade.
You need me to realign them, I can do that. For me to... It becomes passive report.
Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with each tower you align, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you.
Saying I can come back after an hour.
Indeed. When aligned, each tower fills a capacitor I've modified, which provides me with enough electrical accumulation to fabricate a handful of these explosives.
Yay.
Unfortunately, the capacitors are only able to hold the charge for mere moments before failing catastrophically. Thus, I'm limited in production by the 5 capacitors that remain. So, for each tower you align, I am able to fabricate a handful of these electron explosives, the sum of which I shall share with you.
Add me an electronic spool.
That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned each tower. And so, I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
Amazing. They just find the towers and like travel around. Okay, well, back to going to stop. Okay. I don't know why that's in my head. I'm not gonna walk in that. Maybe it'll be easy to see them. That's one. Huh. Oh, anti-shot. Okay, we're safe here.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Antis Choice.
Hello.
Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
I'm fine. You guys love me.
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up as Raptidon chow.
Yes, and?
I spent some time as a Raptidon training assistant. Back in my final 7 days. One of the Raptidons I trained ate me. Boy, stop!
Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry, I had to grab something. Lost my wallet a while ago. So, I had to get a new one. I didn't want to leave the house. So, anyway. Anywho. ID does not fit in the. There we go. Don't recommend losing your wallet. It's a huge pain in the ass. There. Downside is I no longer have any of the business cards or anything else I'd collected over time because all that stuff is in my old wallet and is gone. Gone forever. Okay, so now I have to scan an app. Give me just a second. I apologize. That is okay. That in. This is so dumb. This is taking away. Okay, so it's all set up now. That took an extended amount of time, I guess. That's irritating. Okay, okay, I know. We were paused for a minute. What do you mean my current bitrate is 0? The audio current bitrate is 0. It's lower than recommend. What do you mean the audio current bitrate is 0? What? Is it because I've been quiet for a minute? Is that the problem? There was just no audio coming through? That could be it. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's working fine now. I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. Okay, it's time to go stop the workers' strike. Let's go stop the workers' strike. Stop the workers from striking. Steal all their stuff, then they'll have nothing to strike. Right? Stop pushing me. That seems fair.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Are those workers laying siege to their own place of work?
Those signs hardly seem capable of cracking through skulls.
That's right, folks.
With no
Keep your
rest
chance
and
at
no downtime,
See the
we
open
shouldn't
up in her
pay for
office.
a dream
And we're
time.
definitely making her miserable.
Hello.
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause?
I sure do. Need to get inside. Mind letting me through? I'm actually here to talk to the overseer.
That spiteful little cur. She's up in her office imagining new ways to make us miserable. But you're gonna need to find a different way in. She's locked the doors to keep us out. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule.
That seems fair.
Damn overseer! I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs.
Well, I've been sent to help, so I'm going to head inside and try to get this resolved.
I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
I say you guys should keep peeing in bottles. Hello.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need?
Maybe. What is all this?
See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities.
Okay,
They
well, get
work
back
us
to
like
work.
cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep
Back
beneath
to
our
work.
stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day.
Well, I think you... Honestly, get back to work. Anything I can do to help? Oh, that's terrible. I can't imagine suffering through that.
Indeed. Gotta say, I'm glad to hear you are, at least in spirit, aligned with our plight. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Come see the plight inherent in the system. Come see the plight inherent in the system. They're being oppressed. Workers are being oppressed. They did not vote for King Arthur. Okay.
Yes? See that can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choices hierarchy by your own self. Now,
Try. Worst. I think you guys really... Crying and whining. Crying.
It reeks of corporatist in here.
perhaps a sprat as perished.
That's what vets. Got it. Take anything that is not. Gene. Messages? What do you mean they stopped working? Been a full week. Okay, so they stopped working. They're mad at them.
Avoid the strike. They should be after blood.
Wait, what did they do? Hold on. Lost my connection. Computer roll. My gut honked itself as bastard. Somehow I need to have that stuff shift here without being on Auntie's books. I guess I'm gonna have to make a trip to the claim and try to meet some of the right people. Find them in the bottom runger. My vending machine profits from a drain of time ain't what it used to be. My gut thinks whatever they're putting in the mix to try to keep people from going all scrappy is also making it last long. No good for my bottom line. The claim is sending some specialists to get these ingrates back to work. I can't give them no chance to figure out what's going on if they kill by grifting. Play like an executive, make it seem like Auntie and I are as thick as Boris and baked beans. If I can intimidate them enough, they won't look at anything too closely. Oh. Rebellion oversee Griggs. I was confused and alarmed to see your message. What do you mean they've stopped working? Have they been injured? Has the plant lost power? Are you out of inventory? Robots rip everyone's arms off? Nor do I understand what the packet and leader. A full week. Nowhere in the illustrious history of Anti-Choice is one of Auntie's plants ever ground to a halt for this long, even in the outbreak of neurotic gravel cankers. Okay. Your general ineptitude and noble failure to get your work back as noted in your file. Where sending it. Bungling. Pray they can sort it out for your next assignment trip. Ooh, hoo. So she's been cranking up the price on Adrenatime. Line her own pockets. Oh, we gonna have a conversation here, Overseer Griggs. After I pickpocket you. Thank you. Hello.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office?
That's me.
It's about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool.
Something tells me you already looked like that before you were behind schedule. Who do I have to shoot in the face to get this place working again?
Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work. And remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to.
Oh. Yeah, we also need to yoke and whip them and build a giant statue in Auntie's honor, too.
What? No. That would never... Well, actually whipping them might keep them awake and on task better than the adrena time we give them.
Well, that's terrifying. You should probably just tell me what you need. That I can inspire you. What else should I do? Wow, you're a monster. Why on earth does Auntie want you in charge of this facility?
Why, the nerve you have. I am running this facility because I am an invaluable resource. Because I am indispensable to Auntie's efforts. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear?
No. What's clear is that it was actual Auntie's Choice executives that sent me here. I'm gonna be more sarcastic. But don't we think highly of ourselves? I bow and grovel in your presence?
Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new.
You say so.
The workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work.
How do I solve the striking worker problem?
My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar.
Alright, so I find the dumb dunce Dunbar, and then what?
I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear?
So you're offering them nothing. That makes my job exceedingly difficult.
Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
She watched me do that. She watched me open her safe. That's a problem. All right, so we're not going to just open her safe directly in front of her this time. That was a bad move on my part. I will agree. Okay, let's go talk to Dunbar.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned, non-employee professional...
Others get the exact same
Keep the
thing!
chanting going! I can see the overseer up in the
days.
office! And we're definitely making her miserable!
Okay, where's Dunbar?
With no rest and no downtime!
That's right,
We
folks.
shouldn't pay
Keep the
for
chanting
treatment
going.
time!
I can see the overseer up in her office! And we're definitely
We
making
don't
her
want to
miserable!
make demands, but no army!
Hello, Dunbar.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now.
Your business is why I'm here.
Unless
Your
this is
choice
mighty
insult me
important,
to help you
I'll
settle your complaints.
respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How
By listening, if
exactly
you tell me what's
plan
wrong, I'll
that?
see if we can find a solution with Auntie.
Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that.
I get it. You've been terribly mistreated. What do you need?
We need better hours, free stims, and the ability to relieve ourselves whenever we want.
They work 20-hour shifts. which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrenatime is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
That's insane. Fair enough. Why don't you tell me what I can do to help?
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrenatime. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning.
Planning on with no pay, no benefits. You sure you don't want to be the next auntie too? Get back to work, or else. Well, that all seems reasonable. I'll take to the overseer and see what I can do.
Thank you for your trying.
So it's just running back and forth and talking to these people. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Ow. Hello.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness?
For the
Are they
workers'
ready to
demands and
return?
things so we can get them back to up with the workers, but their demands are fire them all.
So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays?
Hey, don't laugh at that. They want their shifts shortened. They're demanding 12-hour workday. They're asking for Adrenatime they take during the day to be very important to them that the bathroom left unlocked at all.
They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans.
You're absolutely right. I can't imagine they waste that much time. Small sacrifice for increase.
You can't imagine because you've never overseen these lazy, slothful, generally undermotivated layabouts. It's my stern hand that keeps them focused. The bathroom stays locked. What more do they want?
You're an ass.
12 hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud.
If you magnanimously offer 16, they'll still work a full day, but you'll offer 18. Them will win and they're hot. Paid lunch.
Their hero, you say? Well, I hadn't considered that. If they adore, in addition to respect me, they'll be far more receptive to overtime and reduced bonuses. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses for me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want?
You're asking for the Adrenatime they take during the day to be free.
Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away
Ma'am,
for
I'm
free
about to
is
shoot
akin to
you.
ignoring the cost of its creation, which is
I'm
one
literally
small
on the
step
urge of just
from the
shooting
system
you.
completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy.
It also breaks on your personal greed and interferes with Auntie's bottom line, overseer.
What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing.
I know you've been personally profiting off the forced Adrenatime sales.
What? No, I would never. That's slander and or libel. And you can't prove a thing.
Read your terminal. The profits of a time are going right to your account.
Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want?
Workers get the agenda time for free, and I get a...
Huh. I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right. They'll get their Adrena time, and you'll get all the bits I got on me. Is there more they ask?
That's everything. I'll take your responses.
Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Hello.
Hello again. Do you have news for
Negotiate
us about
terms.
the negotiations?
That's your word.
That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? That must have been quite the negotiation.
Yep, we got you
my
down to
people can't
16
thank you
hours, my
enough.
guy.
This will be huge for us. Free time to sleep, relax and all? Wonderful. What's next?
What degree?
She willing to see reason?
Yes, she's not too happy about it because I can...
Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. What's next?
A negotiation
Excellent.
about your bathroom.
What progress have you made?
I tried, wasn't able to make any progress. They stay locked during the day.
Well, that's tragic. I won't give tell to all the ways we've been sneaking our business under her watch, but let's say no potted plant's been safe. I mean, well, it's not the outcome we were hoping for, but these changes will make our return to work much more palatable. Thank you for your help.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to labor under now.
Hello.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand
alas.
you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Nothing is safe for me. Okay. Well, we got them back to work. I guess now... Go meet with... What to get to Zeb? Actually, no, let's go to the incognito. We do this stuff on Praetor to make sure Auntie's choice is working with me. Let's go inform the executives. Let them know the strike has ended. Sure. Or we'll bring Niles and Tristan. Back to head office tower.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
Well, I negotiated a resolution. Tell me.
Oh, you're looking for a performance review? Well, that's easy. You stopped the stoppage, completed your work. Our employees are back in the factory.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
It's the best possible result. Nobody's happy, but everyone's satisfied. I settled on an arrangement fair to all parties. They work, you earn, I get paid.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report?
On with making me more bits.
Now that's the compelling attitude we love to see in an ameliorator. Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Alright, can we just cut to the part where you tell me about the job?
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary Insight Acquisition Division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. And he wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important? Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities.
Okay. What Auntie wants, Auntie gets, I guess.
Attitude like that will take you far around here. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
So back to Praetor anyway, so that all works out, I guess. But we do need a level up. Fight Raxion. Sleight of hand. Big pocket. Yes, right. Basically pickpocket everyone.
I'll give it to you straight. Quarterly underperformance review.
Back to Incognito, back to Praetor, and then take care of all the stuff on Praetor. Cloister. They said on Praetor. So lost. Okay, so it is back to Praetor. But the reason we really want to do everything on Praetor is so we can get the rift, the rift thing, and solve whatever extra stuff we got left. I know a few of the companions have a few missions here on Praetor, so. But before we do that, we're going to go meet Zebulon. This time I'm not going to almost die by jumping off of that. Ah yes, Praetor. Place that I ran away from because the enemies were way too strong. Okay, not sure why they wanted to fight, but I did not want to fight them. You know, live and let live, I say. I don't say that. I say kill everything we come across. But that's not the run we're doing. Just probably the only reason that one overseer is still alive. I took Jotter. Oh.
I suspect the local fauna has correctly identified us as a threat. Stand ready, Commander.
Correctly identified. Sure, that's correct. Conning tower replacement part. Oh, there's a scrapper camp up there? Get to that. Like a mountain behind us. I mean, that scrapper camp probably has the part I'm looking for, too.
Against us. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal. At your word, I shall charge.
Alright, if they don't have the part I'm looking for, I will be severely disappointed, though.
I shall not stay your execution. There, a misbegotten.
Once it's electrocuted, it won't be a threat. He hopes.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander. I am loath to admit I require pants from down here. Man, you lot could hit the broadside of a freighter.
Don't make me bury another agent!
Oh, hello.
They did me in. Help me out.
Why am I reloading? What? Okay, well, I probably should have paid attention to my ammo right there.
I shall not stay your execution.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
At your word, I shall charge. No troublemaker.
Ow. I need a melee weapon. It's probably actually kind of cool. I've got a lot of weapons now.
Hey, man, got the time? Is there any time? Time.
Oh, he's taking a piss. Well, hi. Alright, Tristan.
Why would the Supreme Arbiter have met with the Consul? Ah, no use speculating. We'll...
Ooh, high security lockbox. Sneakiness.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Check enemy light. Jesus. Okay.
Let's cock it! I shall
My injuries are not super lethal.
are leaving outside, Commander.
We snuck in as far as we could, I guess.
You have my thanks. Prosecuting! Viscerally!
Oh, the missing part for the lightning rod towers. Yay, I thought it would be here. Energy hog. You're constantly leaving the lights on and wasting. Sure, why not?
Punitive action.
Run to me. Back to the lightning tower control. Go put the part in we found and recalibrate the tower. Yeah, that's one.
Hey, Commander. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. To put it bluntly, I wish you had made a different call. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back. Sure.
Damn. In and out. That sentence. That would be. Thing is super super powerful. So it would be good to have, but alas, I do not have any optics for it yet. Save.
Quit fooling around, Commander. You let off one more bullet at Zed, and you're gonna get 10 coming back in here.
I shall not stay your execution.
Okay, I was just curious what would happen, to be honest with you. I was hoping I could one-shot him, but obvious.
In the nick of time, as always.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the Matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
For any subject, Visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of anti-social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
That's straightforward enough to me.
Be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
Yeah. Okay. Where's the rest of your subversive friends? I expect to see Audra here at least.
The consul is incensed about the death of one of his own. He sends sentinels to hunt Audra down. I try to help her hide, but they found her anyway. They tortured her for the locations of the other members of our cell. They're all gone now, dead. I alone am left to complete our mission.
Stand in awkward
Since
silence.
the commander won't say it, I will. I'm sorry. I thought we were doing the right thing.
I will not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried.
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done.
Okay. This whole mission sounds pretty dangerous. Maybe you should stay here.
Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
No sense in waiting. Let's do this.
After you.
Into the tomb of the matriarch.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw.
I want those. I want those clothes. I want the clothes. Where do I get the clothes? Hidden Shroud display key.
Matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
A good subject's guide to electrical.
Actually, the matriarch passed at the impressive and venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia's precedent for longevity. 90? Imagine what glorious
For my next gift, I bestow upon you the pinnacle of automechanical design.
Ooh, provision dispenser. Perfect. Sell all the junk. I will take a trauma kit. need all the ammo I can get. Yes, it was a lot of money, but definitely necessary. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay, well. That's how you blow through your money way too quick, but when you go through ammo as quickly as I do, kind of necessary.
Far superior to all.
Good. 160 health multi. That might act.
All automechanicals that came before. The time once spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmonious community.
Logs, skip drive, exceptional. Stars are done.
Set course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will...
Unless you plan on conjuring ammo from the Aether, we ought to get the crafting some.
You ought to get crafting some. I have a ton of ammo right now. I'm just gonna close that back up.
Guns.
That's not gonna end well.
Unleash my might! Status currently crossroads.
Commander.
Oh.
I see. You must have noticed a spot of dust on that artifact and taken
right.
it for cleaning. Good initiative.
That's right. Exactly, just like the Grinch. I noticed some some dust. It needs cleaned. Take it back to my workshop and bring it back home. Perfect. Good subject's guide to electricals.
With some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
Oh, there we go.
The security system's been activated. Run! Do not rush me. Wait, what is that buzzing noise? No.
Well done springing the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now to give that docent similar treatment.
Somebody to battle!
Continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
Got the golden key. Golden key. I will take that. Yes. Golden. Open the casket and hope for the best. Yes. Slide the top of the casket, I noticed a tripwire tied around the casket's contents, which Close one.
Safeguarding the matriarch's remains from the council, are we? This is rather unusual, but it is the only sane explanation for what you currently do.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
If you say so, my friend.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator.
You're not wrong.
I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
Alice is right. We're Earth Directorate agents, not cold-blooded murder.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day. I swear, on my love of the Sovereign, let me leave and I will breathe not a word of your presence here.
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No true subject of the Protectorate would yield so easily. We're wasting time. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the Lathe of Particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
Letting the Curator go. I'm sorry they have to use that, but we need to be better than the Protectorate.
The Commander's right. This man didn't put you in the Lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we can.
Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are Emery tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously. If you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later.
Fine, buddy.
Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these who knows? Could come in handy.
You gotta get instincts.
Just doing my part. Let's keep on, Ock. Jump to, but I'm not ready.
should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the door should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Damn.
Got this.
Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
Must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe
3.
we could peep the wiring.
2.
Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
Maybe a little underprepared. Think he's doing his best. Doing better than I do. What do you think?
I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then, well, no use stewing.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
Yeah.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
Yeah, bud.
Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into some. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
Never doubt you for a
take
moment.
the honors, Commander. I'll be.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This cannot be right. Cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
The further we stray from
Yay, leveled up.
every step we take must honor the Matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them?
Hello.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
That explains all the secrecy around sending us to Horizon Point.
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught. We were breaking the terms of this agreement. Unbelievable.
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different.
They sure could have.
There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it.
Rather a convenient revelation for an enemy of all the Protectorate stands for. Pardon me if I choose to remove myself from this mad conversation.
I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies.
But this is almost better.
Like I always say, something's better than nothing.
Just what exactly are you thinking, Zeb?
By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
I like the plan, but I feel like it might have some downsides. The terrible idea. The skip drives are what's causing the rifts.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
Still undecided. Making this technology available to masses may not be the cure-all you think it is.
I understand your reticence, but people should have the power and means to make choices for themselves, even unhealthy ones.
Still undecided. What do you think, Niles?
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Requires speech 14, seriously?
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
Be forced to stop you by whatever you really...
Whoa, put the brakes on, Commander. You can't be serious. We're not shooting Zeb. I won't let you, Commander.
Be calm. Be calm. All of you. This situation must not dissolve into infighting. It is beneath, comrades.
Zeb's still my friend, leaving all else aside. I have a duty to protect him, as much as you.
You're right. I don't need more blood on my hands. Either you're with me or you're against me. Now it's your choice.
Thank you, Commander. We can solve this peaceably. I know it. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb. But sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra,
okay, I know.
Would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut? I am listening. Though I suppose I could stand to be a little more receptive. Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia.
But you're able to see a reason. Worried for a minute, though.
I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you.
Aw, they love each other.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Welp. That was a good time had by all, but I think that's about it for the day.
There they are. These are the ruffians who threatened me. Slay them and suffer none of
Good one's open. Disruptive influences.
Watch your vitals! You have my thanks and my hammer.
What a dummy. We let that guy live, too.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate. But that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the raw. I understand his desperation. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. Right. And those stories don't tend to end. Permission to speak candid, Commander.
Granted.
Strange as it sounds. This whole experience with Zeb has helped. Ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. It's the damnedest thing. In spite of everything, Augustine still owes a debt to us and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all provided the reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first. Defect from the Earth Directorate?
Great idea, Niles. We should do
Make it
that.
sound easy, but I just don't think I can walk away. Still, I can't rightly blame. All said, I appreciate you. Like what?
Righty, guys. Well, as I was saying, that will be about it for the day. Thank y'all for joining me here. Tomorrow, where we will continue to force everyone to work together, even if it means killing the Protectorate in the process. Anyway,